What up, guys? Sorry, I was just smoking. Also, if you notice that my face is wet, it's because my skin was really dry. Don't know why, but it was really dry nonetheless. And I tried recording this before and it was just not working, you know, aesthetically because of the dry skin. Also, I'm sporting a major, I don't even know if I can call that a zit, but it's just bursting underneath my skin. Anyway, we are kind of delaying again the video that I had planned for today. Well, the video I had originally planned for yesterday, but then got moved today, which is now being moved another day. Let me tell you why. I am exhausted. I have done so many errands today and I still have so many more to do. I had a really good productive, for example, let's list some good stuff that happened. I had a really productive workout at the gym. I'm feeling myself. I see the gains. I'm liking where I'm going. Did some errands. Then I went swimming, which was a godsend. Huge stress reliever. Love that. But something that's not a stress reliever, is motherfucking dealing with my parents. So all my stuff has been in a storage unit, mixed with other family members' belongings and stuff. Sorry, that's loud. There's a road nearby, if you couldn't hear. Anyway, I don't want to, like, you guys, if you've been following along, like, do not have good relationships with my parents. They don't consider my POV, and they're not considerate, and they're just fundamentally incompetent with a lot of things. And one of those things was fucking a storage unit up. I don't know how they managed to, actually I can't say I don't know how. They always manage to fuck it up. But long story short is, I was living out of a van, right? I'm not gonna have all my clothes with me. Like, I can't. There's a limit to how much I can carry and shit. So I left behind some clothes at my house that wasn't, for as long as I know, like, it wasn't going to be put on the market. I know that she was planning on eventually doing that, but that happened many months after I had left. And so it's not like I could have preemptively done shit like that. Like, it wasn't real when I was leaving. Well, it later became real. But the main thing is, like, most of my clothes that I have, that I was going to, like, continue to wear, I left them behind. I left nice winter coats behind. And, you know, they clear the house, they put a bunch of stuff in storage. You know, it's not wrong for me to rationally expect, after verbally saying that this is what needs to be the case, that my clothes, or that the most need, or the things that need to be, are more likely to be accessible, need to be accessed, would be at the front of the storage unit and not just mixed in everywhere. And it's not only my clothes, it's a camera. It's a fucking camera. I don't know where that is, and seeing how much stuff was in this storage unit, like, this was not like a small storage unit, like, this was a medium to large American size, like, king size storage unit. I guess king is kind of larger than medium, but that's not a king, it's a medium, but it's a big space. And I just looked at it and I was just like, this is the perfect physical embodiment of the type of grief I have been suffering over this past year. This fortunately is more mundane compared to, you know, the greater existential stuff that I've had to deal with. I won't go into that. But it was just, I just couldn't handle it. And I know that you could say, like, Ricky, kind of just suck it up and go through all the boxes. Like, I just couldn't. Like, when I left that storage unit, I left crying because I was just so overwhelmed. And you know, I was just wanting to do this task, and I knew I was going to have to like work a little bit, you know. I knew I was going to have to most likely move some stuff around, but it was just there was just so much shit in there, and I couldn't see anything, and it wasn't organized at all, that it was just like, this really isn't worth it to me. Financially speaking, could you argue spending a few hours going through all those boxes? Yeah, you could argue it. I didn't have the emotional or physical or bandwidth for that. So I put some stuff in there, like the electric cooler I was using for camp. I put some stuff in there, so it wasn't like a total waste, but I just can't even, I won't be able to look at that storage unit until I come back to Oregon, buy a house, and move all my shit in there. But until that happens, I just can't handle looking at all that, because a lot of it is my stuff, yeah, but a lot of it is stuff that I want for my home, like stuff that I want to see my home decorated with. And I haven't had a home in over 7 years. So, you know, it's important that I still keep the stuff, but like, the thought of going through all of that to find 3 items that if I don't just like find a way of finessing in my life, I can get that. I know the process of obtaining those things. It's just like, I wanted to be practical, and I wanted to like get my shit that I already had, stuff that I really want to use, and I can't, and you can call it a weakness that I can't on this particular moment, and you know what, fine, let it be a weakness. I don't care. I just can't handle that stressor, and just like me, like literally going through all the boxes, knowing that it didn't have to be this way. It really didn't have to be this way, with like some consideration and planning, and just like, I don't know, listening. All of it could have been avoided, and I wouldn't be coming to you guys so pissed, feeling so defeated. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're just gonna spend the rest of the day going to the errand, so I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace and love. Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the daily vlog, guys. I hope you're buckled in, because we are on an adrenaline high rush. We just sent off, so we had a biometrics appointment at the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, let's like put aside how crazy that is, that I went to the Department of Homeland Security to get all my biometrics, my fingerprints, my photo taken, and then I went to the USPS because I thought that's where I needed to ship my passport to New York so it can get verified with the British authorities and then sent back to me at my DC address. So not coming back to Portland, it's gonna go back to my home. It wasn't USPS, it was UPS, private company. I had to wait the longest time because the door, well, okay, they start their store hours every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 6. I'm like out here thinking like, USPS be open at 7:30. Like USPS be open like every single day. Anyway, I digress. I had some time to kill, so I used it to be productive. I bought 2 new pairs of shoes. I'm not going to be wearing them probably for a good amount of time, but you know, I'm not going to be able to have access to shoe sizes 14 and up in the UK, at least as accessible. And you know, you got to try these things on, right? So I did that. I just waited around. I watched Hassan Piker reacting about Mr. Beast's new like allegations of him knowingly hiring a pedophile, you know, like one that is on the registry, like public, or I don't know. It's crazy. I learned a lot from it though. But yeah, we just sent it off, and the beauty that it's just a little after 12 is that all their mail goes out at 5 p.m. So it's gonna be en route to New York today, which is amazing because you guys, I've kind of hinted this a little bit earlier in like some past videos, but I was so afraid. I mean, stuff can still go wrong, but I was so afraid that it was going to take so long to even get to the East Coast and process and stuff. You know, it might still take a while to get processed, but I thought it was going to be really difficult, just time consuming. My lease ends August 31st, you know, and so if it was going to go past it, I was kind of going to get fucked because it was going to be sent to my old address. I could still be in DC, but I would need to like check on the daily without having a key or something. Maybe they would have given me a key or something like that, but... And that might still be the case, guys. That might still be the case. However, we're doing this August 12th. I believe, I might be misremembering this, but I believe max 15 days. Which, if that's true, max 15 days, I'll be getting my shit back on the 27th of this month. So it will literally have a few days of respite, and then we're jetted off to fucking London, guys. This is so insane. The only thing I have left to do is a few errands here and there, and also sell this car, but that's gonna be tomorrow's goal. We're gonna do that tomorrow, but until then, we're gonna go and meet up with my awesome dope ass friend Shayna for some pastries, and I'm probably not gonna eat, but I'm just wanting to see her, so yeah.